Revelry in the dark. All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for My Hero Academia, Season 3, Episode 4.
Danger is in the air.
Yes,
and poisonous gas.
Yes, we have gas moving around. We have Dobby burning the forest.
Yep.
We have kids run amok in the forest, and proms tomorrow
with heavy metal.
Yeah, with heavy metal OST.
New villain
my
OST.
God, that was so good. But I'm expecting in this episode some very cool quirk usage, particularly from the villains. I think that the villains have a great opportunity here to show off some really cool quirks. Yeah. I mean, the people in particular that I'm looking forward to the most are guy with the the teeth pulled back and stuff,
Mouth of Sauron guy,
and Toga. We still don't know.
We still don't know what her
about,
quirk actually is.
Her
so
quirk.
That's going to be really cool to see.
Yeah.
I hope. Okay, they don't need to do this, but I hope we get to see someone die.
Oh yeah, Pixie Bob. So let's go over the things that in particular we kind of got mixed up a little bit in the last episode. I was wrong. Kota's quirk was used on the cliffside next to the cave. The other one was that Pixie Bob was the one that was grabbed, not Ragdoll.
Not Ragdoll. Ragdoll is apparently unaccounted for.
Right. There was apparently Rop let us know that there was a frame error of animation in the scene where Pixie Bob is grabbed by the red energy field, and she's not supposed to be there. She's MIA. She's out. She's out in the forest somewhere.
But Pixie Bob could totally die because her head is trapped, between a hard place and another heavy thing. So
something. So there was blood. Things look a little bit antsy. Aizawa is not around right now, and Aizawa is probably the best way to stop this whole situation. Because at the very least, I could see him and Tiger, for instance, being a nice combo. Sure. Tiger just knocks them out right after Aizawa,
nullifies their quirk,
removes their quirk.
Oh yeah.
But also the students, we could see some very clever quirk usage that was kind of teased with them dealing with the mud beasts, the forest beast or whatever.
We could see maybe a little bit more from Class B because they are in kind of a worse situation than Class 1A.
Yeah,
because
they were doing the
sneaky.
scaring, so they were hiding. That's another thing in particular. I'm hoping that that's what happens here, but I'm hoping that a lot of students just stay hidden, and they just don't. They just don't get in trouble because of that. Right. But the people who are the types that run towards the trouble. Yeah. Like Deku, Todoroki, Bakugo. Kirishima. And I would say in a lot of ways, Uraraka and Tsuyu.
Well, they already have their hands full.
Yeah, I know. They have their hands full, but I'm a little bit worried about what's going to happen. So, you ready?
No?
All right. Who cares? Let's do this. That's tough because you grow up loving your parents because they're the first people that you bring you into the world, and they take care of you all this. But in a lot of ways, Kota would end up resenting and hating his parents, and that's gotta hurt him even more. That he's mad that he hates his parents.
Yeah, why did you leave me?
This opening's visuals are just amazing.
And I really like that they did something very different for anime openings as far as the sound, the actual song for it.
Oh, the villain designs are so good. My favorite story moment in this bit right here is that. I love the visuals of later stuff more, but the story implications of that.
Yeah, okay, sure.
That's huge.
That is huge.
And then here we go.
And that's just no big deal.
Oh, that's right, Tokoyami, Revelry in the Dark. There's some huge potential, this episode.
Yeah, absolutely. I was talking about, All for One, but...
Oh, yeah, I know, but I just saw Dark Shadow, and I was like, oh, that's right.
Yes, this is it. I want him to be...
Yes, the drum solo.
Yes, that's just
so good.
But I want to see Tokoyami saying "Revelry in the Dark,"
and then just as Dark Shadow just
destroying people,
destroys everything. Yep. Screen cap right there. Salty licorice. Salty licorice is delicious. That's amazing.
Disagree with you there, Aizawa. How to behave during an emergency.
Wow.
But why are you here?
Yeah. Whoa. Oh, they all got the telephone.
Yeah. We're under attack. Oh, One Direction, okay.
Oh.
This is not a drill.
Yeah. Oh, the music.
Whoa! Whoa! Holy crap! Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, they're after the kids, aren't they?
Yeah.
He's on the lower end of the threat spectrum.
Right.
させぬはこの偵察用ですすべてステインのおっしゃる主張に沿うか否か
Oh, okay.
奴の思想に当てられた連中かいやそう
What the?
スピナー
What?
彼の夢を紡ぐようだ
Compensating for something much?
貴様ら
Just
And you're trying to take that away from her. Oh! Oh, go Tiger! Okay,
all right.
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, go Momo!
Yeah!
Yes!
Yeah!
Yes!
Awesome.
Oh, that's legit! Yeah, she just spammed a bunch of them. Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's too late. Oh, crap. Yeah. Yeah.
ところでセンスのいい帽子だな、子供。俺のこのダセーマスクと交換してくれ。
I like his comedy. Oh, yeah, this is the muscle guy.
Okay.
Yeah, the Red Hulk. No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. Okay.
What the heck?
All right.
This is
okay.
a cruel twist of fate. Wow. Jeez.
Oh.
Oh. And Deku, nice.
Yeah.
ヴィランと接触させないために来たのにピンポイントでヴィランがいるなんて
Yeah, of all the bad luck.
さ今ので携
Yeah.
帯壊れた
Mhm.
みんなにここを
That's why you need to get a Nokia. That thing will never break.
となると前みたいにゾーンを望めない僕一人の力で大丈夫だよコウタ君
With the
Because
smile.
I am here.
Yes.
必ず
Oh, he didn't want to say it.
yeah.
But that would have been so perfect if he did. And he's smiling though, like.
Yep.
Oh crap.
このガスもヴィランの仕業か他の奴らが心配だが仕方ねえ
Todoroki seems
地
fine.
点を避けて施設に向かうぞ
What?
あれはおい俺らの前誰だった常闇と庄司綺麗だよまだ仕事だ見とれてた
This is the.
Yeah.
This is the.
仕事しなきゃ光線す
Don't fight.
って不潔な手を尻がロンな目が9件殺人3件
This one's well known. All right.
19件
Wow.
やだ私有名人
Yeah. Crap. Dang it. Oh no. She's dead.
なぜか知らねえ。
No way.
Holy crap. Holy crap, dude. I called it though. If they knew who they were dealing with, they had to deal with her, and she's dead. She's so dead.
Yeah.
お前は率先して殺しとけって渡した。
Oh.
いたぶってやっから血を見せろ。
Oh my gosh. Oh.
爆豪ってガキはどこに。
Bakugo.
こっちゃん。
一応仕事はしなくちゃ。
And he wants to take Bakugo?
こっちゃん。
I guess so.
Oh crap. Oh
答え
crap.
は知らないでいいか。
To not die next 3 seconds, dude.
なんだそれが個性か。いい速さだが力が足りねえ。
Jeez. Oh.
Oh crap.
俺の個性は筋肉。
This guy's crazy. Just ranting.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Deku, remind him. Yep. Yeah. Oh. He's gonna 100% it, yeah. Yep, yep. Oh no.
Oh, that's a problem.
There goes Kota. With his teeth. With his teeth.
Deku the madman.
Oh my god.
遊びはしまいだ。お前強いもん。
It's a new eye.
本気の目だ。
Or is it just a guard because he was about to lose his other one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, run.
Okay, yeah, just run.
Holy crap. He's not gonna be able to see him. Go, 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 go. Run, run, run. His arm is tearing. His arm is tearing. Oh my gosh. Whoa, guys.
Plus Ultra.
Oh. Yeah. Oh! Another one. Do another one.
No. No, no. Watch.
Oh!
This.
Wow! Deku! Oh!
Actual Plus Ultra, come on.
Oh my gosh. No, it's gonna be Kota! Kota's the one that's gonna do something here. This is...
Yeah,
This
Kota's
is
gonna
All
save
Might and Deku.
Uh-huh.
Yes! Oh! What? Yes! Yes! Oh. Whoa.
確かにあんたを残していってしまった。でもね、そのおかげで守られた命が確かにあるんだ。
Oh my gosh, guys. This is why. This is why.
This is what puts this show head and shoulders above the others.
何も知らないくせに命を落としてあんたを救うあんたにとっての僕のヒーロー
Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. That whole thing was one big just moment of Deku being who he is.
Yeah.
And Kota getting to see that. Mm-hmm. There's such a great mirror to it also with the you know, kind of the All Might Deku situation.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But let's save that for the discussion. There's got to be some kind of thing after the credits after that, right? Oh my gosh.
That was
Wow. So this show, guys, when you think about actually what happened in the episode, like
not much.
Barely anything.
Yeah, barely anything.
But what they did was they basically put us back into the position of like season 1 all over again.
Exactly.
Where they remembered like, you know, the first 2 episodes with
Yep.
you know, Deku stepping in to save someone that he has no business really being able to. He really can't do anything to save him on a logical standpoint, but Deku's gonna put it in anyway, even though he can't. And it's that kind of shonen protagonist stuff that's like it's good, it works, but it really works in this show because of where we know Deku came from, and he said that said that in the actual fight. Remember where you came from,
because it's the idea that he was Kota, you know, he was that kid. You know, and granted, their circumstances were a bit different, but
yeah, and he didn't have the negative look on heroes,
right?
But like he absolutely was Kota in that the you know, the situation he was in was something that he needed someone to save him from. He needed basically the outsider who could come in and show him that he too could be a hero,
right?
Instead of the that there are real heroes out there. It's basically showing that, you know, he could be the real hero. But with Kota in particular seeing this and having Mandalay basically giving Kota the knowledge that, don't worry, like, even though you might resent your parents because they left you, because they did, and that's reality, you will eventually meet someone that will remind you what being a hero is all about.
Yeah.
And they will be your hero. And this is an interesting thing. The show has a lot to do with lineage oftentimes, basically a passing of the torch. But another thing that it has is that everyone is someone else's hero. Like everyone in this show that is a hero, meaning like not the students yet, is someone else's hero. Now think about that.
Sure.
Like,
well, and it might not be things that we've seen, right?
No. But I'm just saying that's kind of the theme, particularly All Might. Basically, All Might is his position is he is everyone's hero,
right? And
therefore that frees so many other people up from like problems or bad mindsets or what have you.
Yep.
And
and
so good
because this is why shonen can be amazing, right? Because they do things like this. They get at those aspects of ourselves, those beliefs, those things that resonate within us that we forget as time goes on, because it ends up getting basically weeded out and killed off because
you get kind of numb to it because it's just like that's pretty cliche.
Right, that's not or that's not real or whatever, that's not real. That's lame, that's childish, that's whatever, right? But no, it's those simpler truths that are some of the most
profound ones.
Yeah, the most profound.
And the ones that impact you the most.
Yep, and they do a great job of representing them here.
Right, with focusing the episode also on kind of Deku's little mini bit there, what they're also saying is that the overall general like future episodes involved with the forest just
Sure,
whole
just
thing,
all the other fights and things like that.
will not be as kind of story charged, like in terms of like emotional impact and stuff, because this is the center point of it.
Right.
And having that be around a new character is extremely gutsy.
Yes.
Because you're basing that on like 2 episodes of build-up. So you don't have something like Todoroki where it's, tons of episodes of build-up.
Exactly.
Or Bakugo with, tons of build-up.
Yeah.
Or what have you.
And I think one of the ways that they were able to do this and make it work, because it is really risky, but the fact that they were able to tie it so integrally to Deku, the main character, right? With where he was and the idea that now it's not just that he's inherited All Might's quirk, but he's being All Might for someone else. Right. Not just in the sort of sense like with Todoroki, but in the actual sense. Like
physical sense. He did some kind of 1,000,000%.
Yeah, he did
All Might
an actual,
Delaware Detroit smash.
I didn't
know you could,
like
Yeah, but this is the thing. Deku obviously wasn't tapping into 1,000,000%. This is him basically saying, like, I will bring plus ultra, I will pull every single thing in my body in order to do this.
Well, I think it might have actually been that was the actual plus ultra part of One for All.
Oh no, it was.
That he was using there. Okay,
no, I agree. Yeah. I agree. But I just
the whole nature of
the numbers and all that is arbitrary.
Yeah.
The point is that he tapped into what All Might did to, punch the Nomu into the next county.
Yeah.
But not low orbit.
Right. Unfortunately, that would have been awesome.
That would have been legit.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of little quick encounters. In particular, we found out the name of the villain who was with the Stain sympathizer guy.
Yes.
It was a lot of names just rushed at us.
There were a ton of them.
I will have them. We'll have them kind of known for next week's episode. But there's some really wacky bits with the idea of that Stain sympathizer guy having just a whole bunch of swords roped together.
Is there something you want to tell us?
Yeah, I think he might be, a little bit down on himself. He needs a little bit of a pick me up.
Right.
That's why he wants to be a spinner where his swords will pierce the heavens and all that.
Yep. So he's maybe compensating.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. Spinner was his villain name. That's right.
Spinner was his villain name. The other one had something like Sis or whatever.
Big Sis Mag or something.
Yeah.
And I remember that the villain name for that one was Magni because Tiger called him out. And now that's another thing. I think that this villain might also be gender fluid because the Stain sympathizer called him Big Sis, and the Tiger might have avoided using pronouns. So I was like, oh, okay,
possibly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But they had this is the big thing. They had what's her name, Ragdoll, dead.
Yes.
So we got super dead.
We got a hero killed. Now
here's the thing.
I know.
I don't know what those white pieces were around her, but those look like bones. Okay. So there's a flash. There's a flash. There's a frame, and you saw the blood, right?
I don't think those were bones because they probably can't actually show that in a
As long as they're not coming out and it's not gore, it's blood and bones. I'm pretty sure you can show both of those individually, so it makes no sense to me why you couldn't show pieces of a bone separate.
No, here's what it could have been. It could have been some of her equipment.
Oh, that's a very good point. So maybe this mouth guy, he's the cannibal. He's the cannibal we've been waiting for.
Sure.
That's why there was a broken hand in front, and it's basically that his mouth probably has some attraction thing to it, or maybe it I'm trying to think of mouth quirks, and I get all these eldritch horror kind of
and the way every part of
vibes.
his body is covered except for the mouth that it's
it's focusing on the mouth,
right?
But I'm just thinking he's got the teeth also in particular bared, so it's they just want him to be swallowing. Is he someone that I have no idea what his quirk
And the
could
fact
be, but
that he shows
I
up,
want to know what
he shows
it is.
up in front of Todoroki and Bakugo, and Bakugo's just like, like,
What do they say about not fighting?
yeah, who cares? Like,
Well, I think Bakugo's thing is Bakugo wants to be a hero, and that's a great thing to just remind ourselves is that Bakugo is not a bad guy.
right, but his definition of the hero is
he wants to win.
They're heroes because they always win. Yeah,
Right. And his thing, I think he just got a little pissed off because he knows that someone's hand came because of came off because of that guy.
Yep.
He doesn't know what. What we heard from the mouth guy was, I couldn't help it. Such wonderful flesh.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty obvious what happened.
Oh, yeah.
Something regarding his mouth and Ragdoll happened.
That is a definite possibility.
And
yeah.
she dead. But here's the thing, guys.
It did look like it might have been a man's hand, though.
I did, but I think size is relative, you know. Anyways, two big plot things we figured out, though, about the villains' attack, though. They have a list.
They have a list, and, well, right, yeah, basically they have a list, and that includes, quirks and stuff like that, yeah.
Yes,
But
right. But specifically, their at least Muscle Guy is looking for Bakugo.
Yes.
Why Bakugo?
I get the feeling because Bakugo won the tournament.
Oh,
He's
that
like,
makes
you're
sense.
strong. I want to fight you.
Huh.
And because they seem to be after the kids, because they said that the teachers weren't who they were after, right? Now,
Yeah, but Dobby had no problem.
Dobby went straight after Aizawa. It's like, wow, you got balls, my friend. Like,
Well, yes,
Like-
but I think he
assessed Aizawa as the biggest threat, so he's like, I
Right.
need to handle him and not
Right.
let Aizawa go all Batman.
Well, I think he's also just starting a problem at the place where they think it's safe, so that the kids don't all immediately run back here.
Sure.
Because
yeah.
if you burn down the base,
then what happens? Yeah.
then what? You
Right.
run for the buses? Like
Exactly.
You know what's next?
Now,
So-
potentially, Aizawa could get help from the other guy that's in there, but he'd probably want to defend the
I think Dobby
kids.
is actually making a mistake.
I think so, too.
I think he should have come there with backup.
Yeah.
He probably has, though. That's a good point. He could have one person in the background that's waiting
Yeah,
for.
that's a definite
Because remember,
possibility.
there are 3 unaccounted for.
I think
That was what they said. There were 3
So-
that weren't there yet, but maybe in the time between them saying
Yeah.
they're there yet and now we have new villains out there that are not accounted for.
Now notice, okay, all right. Shout out to Momo.
Momo being practical.
Making gas mask.
Yes.
That's right. How Todoroki was able to be fine without a gas mask covering his mouth. Who knows?
No, but they're not in a place where it's thick. You
Oh,
can
okay,
tell
sure.
that
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Kendo, for instance, was in an area that was way thicker and she was having trouble.
Right.
But I think as long as they're not like inhaling a big chunk of it,
Sure.
they're just gonna get like headaches. Because Bakugo seemed to be a little bit acting up, so
That's
maybe
true.
he just got hit with a whiff of it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to be poisonous.
At
would
least
think-
it makes them fall unconscious.
Well, that's the thing. It reminds me a lot of the somnambulist, whatever, the quirk of midnight.
Midnight, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
Right.
We still don't know if it's a quirk necessarily.
Yep. Or
but
just a knockout gas. Or
Yeah, but
whatever.
Mr. Stormtrooper,
Exactly. He had that.
whatever, he's got
Right.
he's got at very least the source of this stuff.
Now, we also didn't see anything from Toga, Uraraka.
It's
Tsuyu.
saved for next episode.
So
Yep.
that, like,
Who are
I'm
other
looking forward
students?
to that.
Who are other students that we didn't see anything of that we were kind of expecting?
Tokoyami.
Tokoyami, that's right.
Reverie in the
Nothing
dark.
from Kirishima.
That's true. Yeah. We got
yeah.
the 5 that were roped off. Voiced by Aizawa. That was
no,
a great little
no
conversation.
Toru.
Of course not.
But she was there in the episode. You just didn't see her.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
She's actually the one that's going to save. Dang it! What's the one's name that's trapped right now? It's captured with the thing to her head.
Oh, Pixie Bob?
Yeah, Pixie Bob. She's gonna save Pixie Bob.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Aizawa versus Dobby sounds awesome. I think Dobby's gonna lose though.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though. Aizawa might be done now, after that hit. I don't know how Aizawa survives that.
Right.
I know that human beings can do some crazy things, but he took a hit at point blank, and Dabi did not hold back.
Well, and more importantly, we saw the aftermath of the blast. We didn't see Aizawa, but we saw that he wasn't able to erase the quirk. So once he's enveloped in flames, he's not going to be able to erase it because he can't make eye contact, right?
Right. Well, I think the way he got out of that was there's the cut, there's the frame of him talking before he does the hit, which is the typical villain stupidity, where they talk and give them that split second to react before they waste him away. So Aizawa could have literally just jumped and only gotten like his legs sick,
or at least protected his eyes with his claws. You know,
actually, that's a very good point.
Burn his eyes
if
out.
Aizawa wanted to be really intelligent, like in terms of like the quickest way to not die, is you just drop prone, face down first, and then once you get down
just look at his feet.
Well, no, once you get down there, they quickly roll over once the flames subside and stare at him, and he could be done right there.
Yep.
I mean, Dabi's not going to be able to see through his own flames, you know, so he doesn't know that he's maybe lying on the ground right there.
Yeah.
Mostly unsinged.
Now, here's a question. If he burnt off Aizawa's eyelids, would that mean his quirk would always be on? Because he wouldn't be able to blink. He wouldn't be able to close his eyes.
Whoa, Aizawa, you need to look into that. Like, well, see, there's a thing. I think that while quirks have, you know, drawbacks, they're all physical things, and that's what Bakugo brought up in 210 was that even though Aizawa's, you know, probably could maybe find something like the teeth guy where he's all you know,
and then he has like little machines like taking care of his eyes and
yeah, I think that the quirk would have there would be some problems there. But we have Bakugo and Todoroki potentially fighting this monstrosity
and I'm sure,
thing.
Yes, he's a monstrosity and stuff. So like he's gonna be scary. But you pick the worst two people to try and attack. Like really, the worst.
Right, and this is actually a really good point, though. If Bakugo is basically like the popular kid, so they're maybe going to set him up as an example, like they're going to take... Oh my gosh.
They're going to try and break him?
No.
Just take him?
I just had a really dumb theory, but I love it.
What?
You know how Bakugo is really pissed about how Deku just came from nowhere with this quirk?
Yeah.
What if Bakugo's quirk gets taken by All for One, and then he's quirkless like Deku?
Oh, okay.
So what they do is kind of a public execution of showing how weak the heroes are. That we took this popular kid.
Okay.
They take his quirk.
There's no way they're going to do that because the Bakugo fanboys would lose their minds.
But Jacob.
But that would be so good. Like, that would be...
I would cry. Like,
oh, yeah.
Bakugo,
I would too.
Like,
I totally would.
He does not deserve that.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, man.
That would be insane.
Man, he would find himself. Let's just say. Like,
who knows? Who knows what would happen? But here's the other thing, though. If they're looking for Bakugo, they're obviously not trying to kill him.
Yeah, probably.
Like they have to have something beyond just killing Bakugo.
Right.
So that means they're trying to like grab Bakugo. Mm-hmm. And they're not trying to grab Deku.
Right.
Which is like, wait, what?
They're trying to kill Deku. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. So maybe All for One isn't directing Shigaraki as much. So maybe All for One is like, all right, you do your thing. And Shigaraki's like, nah, I've already had my talk with Deku. I got my resolve from him. You just kill him if you see him. But Bakugo, for some reason, we want to grab him. Because if they want to look for him...
Yeah.
There's no point in, like, just going and killing Bakugo, right?
Right.
Like, can you think of anything?
Only if they wanted to basically announce to the world, like, hey, this is what your pro heroes gave you. You know, they can't protect you, and then they kill them on live TV or something.
That's a possibility. I think that the villains have some twisted sense of we're going to fix society. They're trying to emulate somewhat of Stain's ideology. Now, here's an idea. If they go for Bakugo, that means that they're not really going after Bakugo necessarily because he's like the strongest. Because you could argue that Deku and Todoroki are both really strong, and
right, but
then they would grab all of them, right?
Sure, but it's probably just if there was reasoning like that, it would just be because he won the tournament.
Right, but here's the thing about Bakugo. He had a very particular kind of outburst on TV.
He did.
He is not really as popular because he won the tournament. It's because of what happened after he won the tournament.
Yeah.
Now that's a very big like thing. It's almost in some ways a public humiliation, and to Bakugo it probably was.
Although probably not. That was just a side dish onto the fact that he won and Todoroki didn't use his flames and he didn't get to fight Deku and all of those.
But like here's the other thing. We don't know how many quirks All for One has, but I think this is just thinking of the kind of things that villains would try to do by taking a hero rather than just killing them. Is sometimes they try to turn one.
Yes.
Now, if Bakugo has been, humiliated on live TV,
sure,
he's extremely strong. He has unheroic
tendencies.
He has unheroic aesthetic. It's not that it's not that he's evil. He has a bad streak.
He doesn't care as much about saving people as he does about, winning. Killing or defeating the enemy.
Right. But the thing is that we don't know if he was brought into an environment where they're like, hey, heroes, dude, are overrated.
Hey, I would love that, because here's the thing. I wouldn't actually be worried about Bakugo turning, because
really?
Yeah, okay. Because Bakugo isn't really driven by morals per se, so I don't feel like he would really have anything to gain by siding with them over the heroes, right? So,
but there could be some quirks involved from All for One that make it a little more.
Oh, I'll give you an extra quirk or something like that.
I don't know about that, but I'm meaning more along the lines of just having some means to, to woo him. Not necessarily mind control or anything like that, but some kind of maybe All for One's logic and his reasoning is so impressive that he's able to.
I'm better than All Might. You should be working with me.
Right, he can disassemble Bakugo's. Heroes win, and he's like, really, dude? And maybe he shoves some memories into him that are here's what happens when heroes come against me. And then Bakugo's mind just starts wait, no.
Whoa,
and it's Bakugo's crazy will against it's just these potential things.
And then he just asks, wait a minute, what about that memory where your head literally gets exploded all over the pavement?
Right, there's some problems with my theory.
That one, that wasn't fair. They teamed up on me,
I could totally see that happening if we were writing the show, and it would end up being pretty bad if that happened. But they want Bakugo, probably not to kill him.
Not necessarily all of them. It might just be the one guy.
Oh, meaning he wants Bakugo.
Exactly. It might just because he was so driven by wanting to fight strong people.
That's true.
It might just be that he wants to fight Bakugo because he won, and he's strong,
and he just
and our personalities jive. I get the feeling he would actually
looks like Bakugo a little bit.
I get the feeling it's something where he's okay, with other heroes, getting them to actually fight, where they're wanting to kill me and all that stuff, and it's yes, let the hate flow. That could be a little bit difficult. But with someone like Bakugo, he just needs to say, you didn't really deserve that win.
Actually, that's a very good point. I think Bakugo would wreck this guy if they actually fought.
Because he'd help. Because he'd also be able to burn away his muscle and stuff.
Well, no, surface area. Because there's all those little fibers and threads. If you think about, Todoroki's fire ice would also be a great combo as well. But if Red Hulk muscle guy came to fight Bakugo and Todoroki at the same time, that would be really funny to watch. Deku has to struggle, and it's it's this great moment.
Gracious,
but Todoroki Bakugo just kind of and he's just wasted.
Just melts, turns into a puddle.
Well, he keeps empowering his muscles,
but they just keep
just dissolving them. Just that'd be fantastic.
Okay, now here's something we have to mention: the fact that they have a list, right?
Yes, that's a good point.
It might just be a list for the students, but they also knew what's her face's quirk and killed her for it.
That's the thing that they were also mentioning to me on the Discord, was that pro heroes are pro because they're public. They're like registered.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
Their quirks are registered.
Right. But here's the thing. They moved them to a different location, right? Now, granted, if they knew this location, then they would have known the heroes that were there, I guess.
Yeah, I think we can just throw out the discussion of how did they know that it would be the Pussycats. So, if they knew it was the Pussycats, I would tell them to destroy Ragdoll on
Kill
sight.
her
She is a big problem.
Yeah.
Like, do not let her.
Like, before you do anything else, don't even reveal yourself until she is dead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The way this made it sound, though, was that she was taken out in the chaos of this guy's, like, bloodlust. Like, he was just like, my hunger, or the flesh was so pretty and I couldn't help it.
It could also be, because, see, they cleverly, as a way to basically avoid showing someone get killed, they didn't show a dead body.
Oh,
They just showed blood. So it could be that they killed her and they're like, okay, she's dead, let's go. And he's like, I'm just going to stay here and munch.
Oh.
I could totally see that happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, MHA, good job. You've made the villain scary. Like, I think that I was a little bit worried when I saw big beefcakes in the opening, because I'm like,
this was the best way to use him, and now he can just be just gone because he got. Like,
I don't think he's actually beaten yet.
Really?
Right? Yeah.
Like I mean, that was. Like,
no, because remember what happened to Nomu, and he had shock absorption. This guy, I don't.
Okay.
I don't think he's actually gone. I think if anything, he's down for the count.
All right.
And he's going to be pissed when he wakes up. And Deku just nopes out of there with like a 5% speed kind of thing.
Here's another thing
with Kota, of course.
They really upped the how should I say, the side effects of Deku using.
Well, he was using 100%.
He was using 100% after he'd already gotten banged up a bunch.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure his arms were already broken at that point. So Andy hasn't used it in a while. But
we're talking weeks.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he was just fighting like All Might with Bakugo recently.
Right, but even then he didn't. That was 5%.
I know, but still, he was getting the crap kicked out of him then too. So.
That's true. It's like inertia.
Well, training. Recovery girl. Anyways, let's move on.
But what are going to be the long-term side effects of something like this? Are there going to be any?
Yeah, I think there will be. Like the things that they've shown as long-term side effects are scars and like muscles having like connective tissue. That gets permanently damaged. I think that's what's going to happen. I think Deku's arm, that particular arm, his right arm, is just going to be boned. He's going to have some serious issues there. Because there was the parts where it was like twisted. It was like twisted and torn.
Yep.
And it was kind of in a way like emulating the look of the Red Hulk guy. Like, because his muscles were tearing and popping out of his skin and stuff. And Deku's right arm kind of looked like that as well.
And I think one arm was worse, and the worst one he just didn't use for one for all.
But you know what's the difference between this fight and every other fight Deku's ever been in?
What?
This is the first fight that he's been in where he's used everything he has, basically resolved to like, okay, I'm gonna die saving this person, and doing it for someone else at the same time.
Yep.
The parts where he jumped in to save All Might in particular, All Might was somewhat capable of defending himself. Now, I'm trying to separate the difference between protecting someone that you think needs protecting, and then protecting someone that, like, if you do not do this, they will die a horrible death.
And it's also the idea of throwing yourself into danger versus you're already in danger, you are now going to die, and what you do after that point.
Right.
Yeah.
And Deku kept doubling down on his resolve to do this. And this is something that I think is good that this show brings up, is that Deku is not like the other kids in a lot of ways, but it's not that something that they call out really as much to say that makes him so special. It's like, no, Deku, you're crazy. Like, Deku, you're nuts. Like,
well, and
you need to, like, be realistic here every once in a while. I think the villain was actually pushing a little bit of that meta narrative of the, you know, the pros talking to the kids, don't fight, just go back. And the hero's thing was like, you know what's wrong is you're not supposed to do things that you can't do. Duh. And it's like his dialogue was it was so funny in a lot of ways. The comedy of this episode came from him,
right?
Like,
which is great,
like, terrifying.
Because like, okay, that was the perfect way to use this guy,
right?
Because if they had used him against, I don't know, like Uraraka and Sue, for instance, or if they had used this villain against in another fight,
what do you mean though?
Like, I wouldn't have cared as much, because it would have been like, oh no, he's scary, but, you know, all we have to do is wait for someone to come in that can beat this, you know.
Well, his dialogue still would have been the same in a lot of ways, but I'm more pointing that his character had these, like, weird kind of contradictions in the way he would kind of talk. Like, he would talk to himself all of a sudden, then he would talk to Deku, and then he would hype himself up, and then he would answer his own questions. Like, he would do these things that shows that the person's he's a little mentally unstable.
Oh yeah.
But they could have just had him be like, I punch you, and you're not strong enough. But if anything, this guy just seemed like this whack, unhinged guy that's just in love with his own quirk. And doesn't that kind of seem a lot like Bakugo?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you
catch the... No,
I know, you caught that. Okay, sorry.
That's
sorry I doubted you.
That's one of the main reasons why I think he's looking for Bakugo. He's like, this is a kindred soul. You know, like,
long lost uncle, maybe? Dad? Like, Dabi is a Todoroki, and this guy is a Bakugo... Wait.
Bakugo's the last to tell name. You, you're adopted.
Wait. Is it Katsuki Bakugo?
Or Bakugo Katsuki.
Yeah, because it's Bakugo is the last name because it's Izuku Midoriya.
Wait, but Deku calls him Kachan. So
Kachan is because of the name Katsuki.
Okay, which is his first name because they used to be friends when they were kids.
Right.
We should know this.
Yeah. We should know this stuff.
But anyways.
Whatever. But that would be really funny. Okay. The final kind of plot bits here is basically that Mandalay communicated telepathically with everyone to run back to the base camp.
Right.
Okay. Vlad King, that's right. He is back at the base with the failures.
Kaminari and Mina
and Monoma. And Aizawa is there. But right now, the only thing we know about the villains' mission is to kind of help topple Hero Society.
But that they're after the kids.
They're after Bakugo. We don't know that they're after any other kids. That's the point, is that Deku, in particular, they don't care about. You can just kill him. That's what he said that Shigaraki passed along to him. At the very least, not Shigaraki, whoever was leading the operation when they're like, here are the parameters for what we're doing.
But it was probably Shigaraki that said, oh yeah, kill that one and make him suffer for it, you know.
But that's a good point, though, is that if he's saying that about Deku, but he's saying, like, I or we have to get Bakugo, that means they didn't say kill Bakugo when they have a list.
So what they could be doing is they could basically be rounding up the kids for a public execution with All for One, where he takes all their quirks. Now this could be something where, and I know that but work with me here.
Okay.
If they wanted to do something like that, and they were already suspicious that Deku has inherited One for All,
Right.
that can't be taken. All Might said that cleverly, you know, it can only be given.
Right.
So they could have said, okay, we don't care about him, and in fact, if you can, kill him, right? Because he could be a problem later on. For everyone else, capture them because they're kids that ideally we might actually be able to subdue them and bring them back.
Yeah, so like, yeah, but here's where I'm just like confused about this, is that he didn't mention any other kids. He just mentioned Bakugo.
Right.
And here's the other bit, like, there. The other villains that we've, you know, interacted with, they don't seem to have this thing of like, oh, like, we're going to like round up all the kids. They're more of just fighting the pros. And I know that might be because they have to deal with them at some point, so they deal with it early.
Deal with them earlier, yeah.
But I would think if they had a game plan of taking the kids, like as many of the kids as possible, the shock and awe of the fire and the gas, stupid idea. What you would actually do is you would go and you just take them all one at a time.
Right, so that people don't know they're gone until...
Right, and you'd have... Oh, maybe that's what they have been doing. We don't know, but I mean that's a good thing.
Like Class B, where are they? Like,
there's a whole bunch of people that could already be taken. Is that they've been stashing kids, but they would not draw attention to themselves from being this whole other area because then everyone's alerted. They would, if anything, they realize they've been watching for a while, so maybe they use this time as the right time to strike. They would just not make noise. And like things like what Toga's doing makes a lot of sense because she's just like quietly sneaking up on one. They would just do that with all of them.
And something like what Dabi did totally makes sense too, because if they were wanting to get kids, that might be why there's also the distraction. Get all the kids to run while the pros are being drawn away.
They're not being drawn away. They're telling everyone to go back to the base camp. Though.
Exactly, but if Dabi has basically, if he makes that a not safe zone, right?
Yeah, but that's really risky.
That's super risky.
That's my point. Is that I think Dabi is making a mistake.
Yeah, he's taking a bit too much on himself. Like
right, and I think that's more of his pride and a little bit of his desire to topple heroes.
And he did seem to be like kind of the leader of the group, you know.
Hey, I mean, but lead from the front. I guess that's fine. But no, I am more of going on the vibe that they have a specific list of people they're wanting to take.
Okay,
and it is not.
It's not all the kids.
It is not all the kids. It is like some. Or like a very small number. And I think Bakugo makes sense because he's popular, like primarily. And then also potentially because of...
He does have a great quirk.
Yes, he has a great quirk. And I think that would be horrible if they took it. Oh my gosh. But they could also be going for taking people that are...
Like
recruitable, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, if they made Bakugo a villain again, that would be so entertaining to watch because they wouldn't have the usual conflict of why are you with the villains? You know, no, how could you do this? Like some sort of thing where something went wrong in their head. It's like no, this is who Bakugo was all along.
Well, that's the thing.
Like, kind of.
That's the thing. I don't really like the recruit theory because. There's so many problems with Bakugo's character just not being that complicated, really.
Right, yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, he joins the villains. Not too much conflict with that. You know, what happens now? Like,
well, yeah, I just don't see that happening. I'm just more of like, they have a list. Deku is not on the list. Bakugo is on the list. That's my theory. And who else, if any, is potentially on the list? Yeah. If Todoroki is on the list, because maybe it's just like who has quirks that we want to just give to all four.
Sure.
That makes the most sense to me.
Yeah. Okay, there's this Toru girl. If we can find her, this is gonna be impossible. But if we can, grab her.
They're like end credit scene. They're like, wait. What is her quirk again? Invisibility. Forget that. Like we're not even gonna try.
No, really. If you can find her, it'd be amazing. All for one's like, I've won. And he just disappears.
Except he's wearing clothes, and you have to see all for one, like awkwardly undress and everything. Anyways, guys, this was fun. It was a ridiculously intense episode. I'm so proud of Deku. I'm so proud of this boy and how he's come to be a hero. Just like All Might, saving people with a smile, throwing his life on the line, and it's fantastic.
If you had wanted to say, it would have been a bit out of character, but if you had wanted to say, because I am here,
yes,
you totally could have.
You totally could have done that, Deku. That was your time. All right, guys, if you want to see... Oh, wait, no, we don't have the next episodes because we have to wait just like you guys. But if you want to see the full-length reaction to this whole thing, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. There's also our Discord there, which you can get on, which has all kinds of cool stuff where you can interact with us. We're going to be doing like events in May. I think by the time this episode comes out, events will have started, which will be pretty cool there. And you can chat with us about MHA and have some theory craft, about what's going to happen next in season 3. It'll be awesome. But yeah, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.